Hi, this is Dave Wesh at Wipeout Enterprises. Welcome back. We're still working on our external oil system, and we went through the components in a previous video. Now we're going to show you the components actually on the motor. So this is our filter system. It's a dual filter system. On the external pumps, we highly recommend you run two filters. Just from testing that we've done over the years, with a single filter, we'll see 30 to 40 psi drop over the filter. With the dual filter system, we'll see 5 psi drop. And if you run the big filter that we showed you, you hardly see any pressure drop with the big filter. So let's go on to walk through the system. There's your external oil pump, belt driven. We can change the pulley configuration for what application you're running. If you're running open RPM or you're running RPM limit, so we can change the pulley configuration. We'll come back and do another video of line sizes and more about the plumbing. So as we continue to walk through here, there's our front feed block. And as I said before, you can go to, there's another video to show you how to modify the engine block to feed oil to the front. And this has been a big bearing saver. It's pretty impressive what feeding oil to the front. We actually lost oil pressure when we did this, and that told us that the block itself, this passage through here, is restrictive. So we feed oil here, and we feed oil back here. And some of the other lines that's going on here, we actually feed oil to the gear drive, and we oil the gear drive. And then these lines, we oil the rocker shaft. Instead of feeding it up through the motor, we actually have external oil lubrication for the rocker shaft. And we can also feed the turbo off of this block, or we can feed the turbo off of this block. If you do not use this block, then we got a little piece of sheet metal here that's a dust shield, because there's no pressure in this cavity if it's not drilled. So we just offer a dust shield for that. And then as we come back here, we've got the factory OEM relief valve in with a high pressure spring. So on startup, on cold startup, where you see the pressure spikes, usually we can control the pressure spike on startup with a high pressure spring in the factory relief valve. Then we come back to the remote filter base. So this replaces the factory filter base, and then we feed to the back of this filter base. So that's pretty well all the components that we talked about in a previous video now installed on the motor. So the next video we'll talk about line sizes and what we recommend for the line sizes. Have a blessed day, and thank you for watching.